Mavs Insider, latest update on injuries. Anthony Davis, Dereck Lively II, and Daniel Gafford are on the road to recovery. Hello, Mavs fans, and welcome back to Mavs Insider. This is your go-to channel for all things Dallas Mavericks news, and today, we've got some positive updates on the injury front that could mean big things for the team moving forward. So, let's dive into the details, because it looks like there's some good news for the Mavericks' playoff hopes. As we all know, injuries have been a major issue for the Dallas Mavericks this season, especially in the front court. With key players like Anthony Davis, Dereck Lively II, and Daniel Gafford out of the lineup, the Mavericks have been fighting to stay afloat in the Western Conference playoff race. The paint has been a major weak point for Dallas, but fortunately, it seems like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's break it down. First up, let's talk about Anthony Davis, who, as we all know, was acquired in the blockbuster trade with the LA Lakers that sent Luka Doncic's former teammate to Dallas. Davis came to the Mavericks with a lot of expectations, and for good reason. He's a proven star and one of the best two-way players in the league. However, the injury bug hit him early on, and after just one dominant game, Davis was sidelined. But here's the big update. Anthony Davis has been cleared for more on-court activity. This is crucial for the Mavericks, as they've been missing his presence on both ends of the floor. We saw glimpses of his potential in that one game before he went down. And you could feel the excitement in the air as we imagined what he could bring to the team alongside Luka. But it's been tough to maintain momentum with him out. For the Mavericks to make a serious playoff push, Anthony Davis is going to be a key player. We need his defense, his scoring, and his ability to stretch the floor as a big man who can do it all. The fact that he's been cleared to increase his on-court activity is fantastic news for Dallas fans. There's a possibility that he could be back sooner than expected, and that could help the Mavericks secure a playoff spot in the increasingly competitive West. Now, let's talk about Dereck Lively II, who's been out for a little over 20 games due to a stress fracture in his right ankle. Lively was a highly anticipated rookie for the Mavericks, and while he had his ups and downs, the flashes of potential were definitely there. His defense, rebounding, and athleticism were major assets early on, and Dallas really needs his energy and size in the middle. The good news here is that Lively is showing progress in his recovery. According to sources, he's been making strides, and he and Davis will now be evaluated weekly to track their progress. The Mavericks will be keeping a close eye on their returns, and this is key. Lively could be back sooner rather than later, which would give Dallas a much-needed boost in the front court. If both Davis and Lively return to the lineup in the near future, the Mavericks could see a significant upgrade in their defensive and rebounding capabilities. This would ease some of the pressure on Luka and the rest of the team, as they've been carrying the heavy load with the lack of depth in the front court. And finally, let's not forget about Daniel Gafford, another important piece in the Mavericks' big man rotation. Gafford has been sidelined for the last 9 games with a right knee sprain, but the good news is that he's been showing progress recently. The plan is for him to be evaluated in 2 weeks, so we'll have to wait a little longer to get a clearer picture of his recovery timeline. If Gafford can come back at full strength, that would provide another strong presence in the paint. He's a physical player who can protect the rim, rebound, and provide energy. Having him back in the lineup, alongside Davis and Lively, would be a huge win for the Mavericks. With so many injuries this season, Dallas could use all the help they can get to stay competitive in the race for a playoff spot in the West. In conclusion, it looks like the Mavericks are starting to get some much-needed positive injury updates. Davis, Lively, and Gafford are all on the mend, and their potential return to the lineup could be exactly what the team needs to stay in the playoff hunt. The road ahead is still tough, But these updates are a step in the right direction. With the Mavericks currently holding on to the 10th spot in the West, they need all hands on deck if they're going to push for a higher seed. And with Davis, Lively, and Gafford potentially returning soon, it's safe to say there's a glimmer of hope for Dallas fans. So, Mavs fans, what do you think about these updates? Are you excited to see Davis, Lively, and Gafford back on the court? How do you think their returns will impact the team's playoff chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And before you go, make sure to hit that like button if you're excited about these injury updates. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news surrounding the Dallas Mavericks. We'll be bringing you more coverage as the season progresses, and you won't want to miss it.